Hey there, crypto traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday, September 29th. Hope you're having a great weekend. And in this video, we're going to take a look at XRP, the chart. We do have a 4-hour bull flag that's on watch at the moment. Still hasn't been negated or confirmed, so we'll take a look at that. There was actually another 4-hour bull flag that confirmed prior. And we're looking at a second one here, and we could be targeting somewhere around that 75 cent USD as the next major level of resistance. So we'll take a look at the price action, the chart, what to expect in terms of price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. But as always, before we get to it, make sure to smash like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. And you should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. You can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And shout out to Good Morning Crypto. And full disclosure, I do own XRP. It's my largest crypto holding. Good Morning Crypto, shout out to them. They said just in RLUSD listed on Coinbase, but not yet tradable. So that's great to see. And we also had on CoinGecko, it's in preview only, but Ripple USD, you can see here, it is listed on there as well. So like I said, on my previous video, I've been posting quite a few videos on XRP lately, getting a lot of views on them as well. As I said, RLUSD's launch is any day now. And we have a week from tomorrow before the SEC can appeal, so we'll see. I'm in the camp of thinking they won't, just because if they would have done it by now. And then in a recent hearing with the financial committee and the SEC oversight hearing meeting that they had, essentially Gary Gensler said, the head of the SEC said that we're in an election year. So this close to the election, I can't see them wanting to appeal, or it's going to look terribly in terms of optics, right? So we'll see what happens, but I can't see that happening. Also, this video is super popular, sell targets and my exit plan for XRP. If you haven't seen that yet, I give my take profit price levels and I give an example as well. So you can check that out. But yeah, getting a lot of views on the XRP videos lately, why it is here to stay, the XRP and the XRP ledger. If you haven't seen that one, you can check that out as well. But yeah, check out, just go here and you can just search XRP on the channel and all of the recent videos that I posted will come up. All right, so we'll jump into the chart. If we take a look here at the broader crypto space at the moment, you can see XRP is leading the way. We're up about 9%. Bitcoin from the local low there up about 1%. Ethereum about 1.5% for Ethereum. We have about 2.7% for Litecoin off the local low, and then XLM about 5.7%. So just kind of tracks big brother XRP, big sister, whatever you want to call it. And then Link up about 1.5% as well off of the local bottom. So XRP definitely leading the pack at the moment. And we're looking at a 4-hour bull flag potentially here. If we hold 64 cents, then that's going to maintain it. So in order to negate the 4-hour bull flag, we would need a drop below 64 cents. And then we would expect a type of equilibrium and tightening range back down to around 63 to 62 cents. And then more than likely a tightened range. But you can see here we had another 4-hour bull flag. If we go from our low to the high there, you can see we have our low, high of the bounce, high or low. We held the 60 cent area. We dropped to 61 cents. So as long as we held 60.7 cents actually. As long as we held 60 cents, then that was a potential for a 4-hour bull flag, and we actually confirmed. And then you just take your measured move there from the low to the high of the bounce, move it out to your 0.32 fib, and it said we were targeting 65 cents, and we actually hit 66.5 cents on that confirmation. And then you can see here from the low of this move to the high of this move, you move it out to your 0.32 fib, and again, you get your measured move from the low to the high, and it's saying we could be targeting about 70 cents. And after 66.5 cents, we don't really have any resistance until 75 cents. So I'm thinking that we could potentially exceed it again. In order to confirm this 4-hour bull flag, we need to break the high of the bounce here, the local high at 66.5 cents. So break that, then we're targeting 70 cents as the 4-hour bull flag target. And then, like I said, if we zoom out here to the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, there's no real resistance after 66.5 cents until 75 cents. And then after that, we have a lack until about 95 to $1. So I think we could see if we see 66 cents break, I think we could see 75 cents hit in a hurry. And if we break above 75 cents, then we're more than likely targeting $1 USD in a very short period of time. So it's looking fantastic. We just had a weekly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross as well. The monthly EMAs are crossing bullish on the daily time frame. We just had a bull cross of those as well, and we just had a golden cross with the 50-day crossing the 200-day moving average. But what I'm really looking for is to see this weekly 50 and 200 moving average bull cross. If that happens, the last time that happened, we went from about 11 cents to $2. Then we had the bear cross with the 50 above the longer term, the 200 weekly. And that's very bearish because it's the weekly time frame and it doesn't happen very often. We're talking years to see these moving average bear cross and bull crosses play out, right? So the fact that we already had the bear cross, now we're gearing up for another bull cross. This time we have the potential for no SEC appeal. We have so many catalysts. We have RLUSD launching. We have Ripple Swell coming up. We have the XRP Unleashed documentary. We have an election year, potential stablecoin, and broader crypto legislation, potentially through, let's say, a FIT 21 Act and bill. We could see that happen. So there's a lot of things to be bullish on. And then Ripple potential IPO in 2025 as well. And then an XRP ETF more than likely going to be coming in 2025. So many catalysts on the horizon. It's not even funny. We're more than likely going to see tons of partnership announcements and accelerated partnerships through the clarity, either through the courts or through Congress. And that's going to open the way for your Bank Americas of the world. We know that Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, said that, do you have any partners that are sitting on the sidelines, essentially just waiting for legal clarity? And he specifically mentioned Bank of America. So it's going to be an interesting time ahead. Like I said, we're looking fantastic right now on the XRP chart. Hard to find a more bullish chart at the moment. And you can see we're breaking out of this symmetrical triangle pattern as well. And it's been 7 years in the making since the macro all-time high there and then to the low. And you can see we've just been tightening up. And if we take a look at the all-time Bitcoin history price index, which is in blue, you can see here we're targeting a breakout here into the end of the year, into November and December. And I've been mentioning this for a while now that it's very, very similar. Look at the inception of Bitcoin price to the inception of XRP. And you can see, it's not verbatim, but it tends to track quite often. And then if we go from the high here to this boom and bust cycle, we broke out another boom and bust, and then it's saying we're looking to break out here, like I said, into November and December is where we could really start to see potential for new all-time highs here on XRP. And it's saying that we could potentially be targeting about $6 to $7 around the first month, so January of 2025. So it's looking good. And then we could potentially see a correction down to, $1 or $2, and then we should start to trend back higher from there. But this is always, when you're using a fractal from a previous Bitcoin, you can even shorten it up here. And there's so many different ways. It's very subjective, right? You can change it. It looks very similar there as well. And, you can see we could potentially hit $16, right? It's just when you're looking at previous fractals, it's so subjective and you can manipulate it any way you want. But at the end of the day, I still think that we're going to see a breakout at some point in November, December is where we're really going to start to see some escape velocity hit. And, it's always fun kind of playing around with some of these fractals in the past. I'm just looking at it, as a gauge. And it's not, again, the price is completely different. The tokenomics are completely different. The supply, the circulating supply is not even close. So it's just about looking at adoption cycles, right? And looking at boom and bust cycles. And it's, like I said, it's looking like this year into the early 2025 is where we could start to see some massive momentum to the upside for XRP. And we've been just consolidating for such a long time now, like I said, about 7 years. And the longer the accumulation, the greater the expansion. And if we take a look from the fib extension levels as well, if we go from high to the low here, I'm expecting somewhere around that 3.618 to the 4.618. That'd bring us around $11 to $14 this cycle. And I think that's very doable. I think, $8 to $12 is very conservative. And then I think somewhere around that, $12 to $14 is kind of in your medium. And then I think we could potentially hit somewhere around 15 to 20 on the high end this cycle. So I'm here for it. It's looking fantastic. If we just zoom into the daily time frame here, you can see that we had a daily ascending triangle as well. I'm just actually seeing this now for the first time. I don't think I had it drawn. Yeah, so we'll just get rid of these levels here. And you can see we had an ascending triangle here on the daily time frame. Draw it right around there, and then we can take we had a couple of upper wicks there, but we'll use the real candle bodies. I like to use the real candle bodies when possible, so just draw that out to about here. There you go. And then we take our measured move there from the low to the high, and we move it out, and it was saying about 63 cents. So we had a 4-hour bull flag and an ascending triangle on the daily time frame as well. and we were in a nice daily uptrend, so bullish continuation patterns. When you're already in a trend in that direction, that gives you even more confidence. So that ascending triangle, which typically you see higher lows and a horizontal line of resistance and we break to the upside, whereas a descending triangle, you have lower highs and a horizontal line of support and you break to the downside. So this is looking great in terms of XRP. This is a very important weekly candle close as well. So in the weekly time frame, you can see here that we want to see a weekly candle close. Realistically, the last time we had a weekly candle close was at 66 cents. So if we can see, we've got 2 hours and 28 minutes and change left on this weekly candle. I want to see us close over 66 cents. Specifically, I want to see us close over 66.2. If we do, then we could see some sustained upside and rallies here into this week coming. And like I said, if we can just see this, we also had a bull cross of the stochastic, the MACD. We're back above the 10-week moving average. We're well above all of our daily moving averages. Golden cross just occurred. So if we can get this 50 and the 200 weekly moving average bull cross, and it's going to be important that we see the weekly candle close as well. So if we just see the 50 poke above the 200 weekly, midweek, it's not as much of a weight behind it as if we were to see the weekly candle close. And once the weekly candle closes, for example, in 2 hours, 28 minutes, if the 50 weekly was above the 200 weekly moving average at the time of that candle close, that it'd be extremely bullish. So we need to see that happen. I'm very confident that once that does happen, we're going to see new all-time highs on XRP in the not too distant future. And like I said, I think somewhere around that $8 to $12 is very conservative this cycle. So hopefully this video was helpful. Like I said, we're watching at this 4-hour bull flag, the second one that's looking to confirm. We had our other one here. So we'll just, again, draw that out real quick. You can go from your low to the high of the bounce there, and it held the 0.32 fib at 60 cents. And then we confirmed, and now we're just looking at another one. So this one here, you would draw it from the low there to the high of the bounce, and you can see another one forming here as well. So all about 66.5 cents, break that, and we're likely heading up to 75 cents in a hurry. All right, going into there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again on the next video.